This is a fully configured snap crane from VariZoom. It can be purchased in a variety of different lengths with a variety of different options. This unit has the full remote control head and is being shown in its full 16-foot length. The shortest configuration is compact mode. It's using only the front section and just the pivot section. Now with this, you can achieve a height of about 9 feet 9 inches while only taking up 7 feet of room. This will allow you to get in some really tight spaces and get some really cool shots. The next configuration is the mid-size mode. It's made by using the front, the pivot, and the tail section. The tail section gives you another foot of reach and the micro-adjusting counterweight, which is really helpful. SnapCrane 12 adds one extension section. Now this really gets some reach with a maximum height of 14 feet. SnapCrane 16 uses all of the sections as the 12, but also adds a second extension. Now let's take a look at the support sections. The support sections consist of the dolly, the fixed height tripod, the pan tilt base, and the camera platform out front. The tripod is fixed height for structural rigidity and safety, and the dolly wheels allow you to move the unit from one location to another, but the dolly should never be moved to the fully weighted rig. Balancing this snap crane is easy. With some assistance, you may gradually build up camera and weights by alternating components to one end, then the other, so the balance never gets too extreme on either end. It's good to have a stand to support the camera end, and then add weights little by little to get to the balance point. Fine-tuning is provided by a really cool slide weight. It's a really nice feature. The unit can be used with a full remote head, such as the VariZoom MC100, or just by mounting a fluid tripod head to the camera platform. This is a really nicely designed piece of equipment. Every component is built in the USA to amazing standards. You're going to be really impressed with the quality of shots that you're going to be able to get with this rig. Now let's get the snap crane out on location and get some awesome shots. Let's take a look at the components that make up the VariZoom SnapCrane. The dolly, fixed height tripod, camera stabilizing platform, pan tilt base, pivot section, up to 2 extension sections, the front section, and the tail section. Red cables for support and black cables for camera platform leveling. The dolly is very solid, sturdy, and has locks on each wheel. The fixed height tripod has adjustable feet that fit into channel blocks on the dolly. The pan tilt head attaches to the tripod with one bolt and knob. Next, we will attach the pivot section, making sure that the half-moon brake plate aligns with and slides into the brake mechanism. The pivot section is designed so that the brake plate can be moved forward so that the pivot point is more forward. This will reduce the amount of counterweight required and is also the method for using the crane in its most compact mode. Next, in the assembly process, we will attach the extension sections required for the length of crane desired. For this example, we are going to build it with both extensions. There is a dovetail lock screw on the bottom that needs to be loosened just enough to allow the two sections to engage. Tighten the screw and snap down the locking latch. The latch tension can be adjusted. Now attach the second extension using the same method. The front section also uses the same technique and fittings. This allows it to be attached directly to the pivot section for the compact mode. The tail section attaches to the rear of the pivot section and has the same locking screw, dovetail connections, and locking latch. Be sure to tighten the locking screw before closing the latch. The solid stainless steel weight bar slides through the hole in the end section. There is a machined flat spot on the bar that correlates with a thumb screw to firmly lock the weight bar in place. Now we'll attach the camera leveling platform to the end of the crane. We're only going to use the one center pin right now. We'll leave the other one hanging for later. For SnapCrane 16, we will use two red stabilizing cables. The first one attaches with the turnbuckle at the tail of the crane and runs forward to the forwardmost eye that the cable will reach. The cable runs over a cable guide. Pull the pin out from the cable guide base lock. Lift the cable guide and insert the pin to secure. Now the second red cable goes on in the same manner, but with the tightening buckle at the front of the crane. It also runs over a cable guide. Attach the black camera leveling cable to the camera platform by pressing on the locking pin. The other end connects to the pan tilt base and also has a locking pin. In this example, we're using the optional MC100 remote head. However, a tripod head can be placed directly onto the camera stabilizing plate. The pan tilt head is pre-drilled for an optional articulating monitor arm. Loosen the tilt brake and gradually add weights to float the crane. Continue to add weights till the crane almost floats, then attach the remote control on either the left or the right side. Finally, adjust the sliding weight for fine-tuning of the balance. Now that the crane is weighted, tighten all the cables. The turnbuckles have a hole so that you can use a screwdriver for extra tightening torque. Also, tighten the camera platform cable until the leveling bubble is centered. The SnapCrane 16 is now ready for use. With just a couple of builds, you will have this assembly completed in just a few minutes. Whether in studio or out in the field, the SnapCrane will get you the versatile shots that you need to make creative, award-winning productions.